Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have Jon here for Meet the Team of vdiscovery. And how are you today?
I am doing lovely, as usual, if you work here and you know me.
So can you tell me what your position is here at vdiscovery?
They label me as a business development associate, which has kind of transformed itself into kind of helping out a little here and there, as far as doing a little sales kind of thing, helping with making statements of work, also assisting a little bit on the billing side. So it's kind of wherever needed, I'll be there.
How long have you been working here at vdiscovery?
Literally started January 2nd of 2018. So pretty much I've run the gamut of these last 2 years as far as being here end to end, and now obviously this year's a new one.
So you're not exactly doing lit support, right?
No, I mean pretty much I will help the fellas out if need be, but they're the ones that are down in the trenches, communicating with you, lawyer, e-discovery type folk, and they're the ones assisting. I'll only kind of jump in really extreme type of circumstances, because if it's something that really needs to be done in a pinch, maybe I'll fly by, but for the most part, no, that's not my game.
So now that you're in the lit support industry, can we back up all the way maybe 20 years ago?
Whoa, excuse me. That is totally getting aged out over here, folks. Only started working officially in 2012, so
In 2012. All right, so let's back up to 2012.
Yeah.
So tell me, what was your first job?
First job was literally customer service. It was really it turned into a sales support kind of role. And actually, good story, I was interviewed for a different job, but the person that also interviewed for the same job, they went with him, he had more experience, but they were so impressed with me, how could you not be, that the boss of the floor was like, Jon, I want to bring you in because I feel I see a lot of potential, so I want to bring you in, and we're going to kind of figure out a position for you sort of thing, because I don't want to just let you kind of escape us sort of thing.
So aside from work, can you tell me anything else that you have going on in life that you really enjoy?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I really I'm definitely an old movie guy. I like seeing flicks from 1930s, 1940s, 1950s. Just different style of movies, much more dialogue, not just bang action sort of stuff. So since I'm a man that likes to chat, it really it fits me like a glove sort of thing. And I think that's another thing would be music wise, my taste is kind of really, really expansive. I could listen to a Beethoven symphony, but I could also listen to rock and roll. It's pretty all over the place. And also like to read, again, kind of primarily older authors, but it's just something again I'm into. And I always say, I never overdo it with anything. Everything is kind of just I enjoy it, but I don't overload because it's just not my style.
So Jon, since you mentioned books, can you tell me who your favorite author is?
Oh, favorite author probably would be Oscar Wilde. See, he wrote a lot of interesting sort of stuff that really kind of, I don't know, dare I say, hate to sound lame, but captures the imagination as far as a certain amount of depth, but also articulates in such a way where you don't feel you're being beaten over the head with a hammer, because there is that fine line. It's you could have somebody who writes really deep stuff, but then you can't even understand what you're reading. But he writes at a depth that you could actually be able to kind of take it in, and what the story is about, and to me that's a perfect balance sort of thing.
Now, also name your favorite book that you've read within the past 6 months.
Within the past 6 months. Oh, let's see. I read The Alienist. It was by this author Caleb Carr, who they actually made a show on TNT, in case anybody's interested. That was about 2 years ago, I guess it was, one of those quick 8-episode things. So I actually saw the show first, and then I ended up buying the book this past year, and literally finished it. I guess it was probably a month ago.
Do you think the show is better, or do you think the book is better?
I'm not, I have a totally different take on the show-book dynamic thing, because I know the way, most people are very they love the book, don't like show indoor movie, feel oh my gosh, stuff got cut out, and I totally never have that take. I look at it where you read the book and you watch a show or you watch the movie, it's cool being able to take liberties, not everything you're gonna want to put in that show or the movie just because maybe it doesn't work, and I feel just let the two things stand on their own. And I think it's just kind of people's natural bias where they read a book, they get caught up with it, especially books tend to be a certain amount of length, and so then they automatically kind of have a bias in their head that oh, sure, movie's not going to be as good, and if it doesn't fit what they're looking to see, they automatically like want to, you know, throw shade at it.
Okay, thank you, John, so much for coming in.
Psst, my pleasure. She's the best.
And thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys tune in for the next video of Meet the Team. And until then, make sure to follow vdiscovery on the social networks listed on your screen. And if you want to see previous videos that we have, check us out on YouTube. Bye!